start off with this one. Lamar Jackson is a fraud. And I say that with the most genuine thing in my heart. Okay, because this guy shouldn't have been MVP. He had 3,678 passing yards. He had 8 yards per pass. Just overall, his stats really look bad. I mean, his touchdown, leading, he only had 24 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. 7 interceptions, pretty good. But when you look at that ratio, it's somewhat of, I'd say, a bad ratio, if I'm being honest. Because people I'll compare him to somebody like Baker Mayfield. He had 4,044 passing yards. And a prime example is Jordan Love, because he had 4,159 passing yards, which is actually pretty insane considering most of his wide receivers were either second string, third string, and his main wide receiver, Christian Watson, obviously wide receiver number 1, was actually hurt for just about half of the season. And just because Jordan Love can do that, and just don't get me wrong, C.J. Stroud, he went amazing. 4,108 passing yards, 8.2 yards per attempt. That's also really good considering both of these quarterbacks has had practically their wide receiver 1 be injured. And it's just weird for me to see that Lamar Jackson got the MVP and he won, because his stats compared to other quarterbacks that started just this year actually kind of blows my mind. And also, Lamar Jackson was the 6th most sacked quarterback. He was on the same level as Justin Fields, which is absolutely, crazy to me too, because Justin Fields, his O-line was horrendous. But I also think the reason why Lamar Jackson got sacked so much was because obviously his scrambles, but still, just seeing the sacks, all of his stats, he definitely shouldn't have been MVP. In my case, someone like Jared Goff or Dak Prescott, they definitely could have been MVP. Same thing with Tua. Obviously, Dak Prescott getting the most passing touchdowns with 36. And I think that they tied Lamar Jackson with his, he's still a top quarterback, but I think they tied him with the overall Baltimore Ravens team success. And I definitely think he could have been Offensive Player of the Year. Give him another different, award. Because this was far from his 2019 MVP campaign, because he went 13-2 as a starter, which basically is the same stats that he had. He completed 265 of his 401 passes, which is 66 QBR for 3,127 yards and 36 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. So he unanimously, there wasn't even an argue that he would win MVP in his 2019 season, because he absolutely balled out. And like I said, these stats don't even compare to his stats, because he was just overall a better quarterback back then. And now, I'm not trying to argue that someone like Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, I mean, those guys definitely could have won MVP. I think the real front runners from top to bottom, I would have had Dak Prescott or Josh Allen. I'd go Josh Allen number 1, Dak Prescott number 2, Jared Goff number 3. Brock Purdy, number 4, Patty Mahomes, number 5, and then Jordan Love, number 6. And, you can just go down that list. Even Trevor Lawrence, he had a better overall season compared to Lamar Jackson's MVP season. And it's just wild to me. And I just agree that one voter that didn't vote for Lamar Jackson. I have respect for that guy because Lamar Jackson, he's good and all, but he just isn't MVP, top tier in the NFL. I think you actually really have to be Lamar Jackson, don't get me wrong, he's a talented quarterback. But, he definitely shouldn't have won MVP. They should have gone a completely different route. I'm going to say it here first, okay? The MVP should not only go to quarterbacks, because it seems like that. In the past recent years, most of these MVP awards have gone to quarterbacks, and I'm somewhat tired of seeing quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. By all means, I definitely think Christian McCaffrey was a front runner. I think Christian McCaffrey was snubbed from the MVP, and I'm just sick and tired of acting like the MVP award is somewhat like a quarterback award, because it's every single year. It's always a quarterback. I think the true MVP should have been someone like Jordan Love, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Tua, Jared Goff, and Christian McCaffrey. But that's just all my opinion. Obviously, you guys can send your opinions down in the comments whether you guys think Lamar Jackson should have been this year's MVP. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please like and subscribe, because 97% of you guys aren't subscribed. So please subscribe. Thank you guys, and peace.